All right, Shalom. I want to start by giving our praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha, Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well, and also to their elders, the men that taught them. I pray the Lord have peace, blessings, and mercy upon the households of the hopeful elect. This is the brother Shema Wan from the Great Millstone Houston Church. And today I want to come with a lesson, laying backing off of a lesson I was listening to this morning from the brother Quara Abad from the Houston Church. And the brother was going into how whenever these evils come upon the earth and these bad times happen, we should be excited. You know, whenever trouble comes to this current rulership, you know, to the ones that have us in captivity, the ones that love this place, whenever things start happening and whenever these people that are engulfed in the affairs of this life start getting touched and troubled, and the Lord starts really touching this place and visiting this place, as it says in the scriptures, we should be excited. Although it's going to be scary times, you know, although it's going to be the time of judgment, but we should be excited because it pinpoints that this kingdom is coming to an end finally. You know, the time that we're in, it pinpoints that this is the last captivity that we're going to serve. And because we know what's next, you know, so whenever the evils increase and whenever it is that time, you know, like the brother said, it's going to be a time to really be happy in the spirit, man. And thinking about that, staying locked in the spirit, you know, just trying to push that vibration out, you know, first and foremost to myself. But I plan on doing a land back off of that brother's lesson. So I'm going to get right into it, and I pray it will be edifying to the Lord's elect. I'm going to bring this out as the brother did. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 4 and 26. It says, "Then answered he me and said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel. For the world hasteth fast to pass away." In the current time period we're in, this age, it's almost to its end. You know, it's at the time, how it says in the book of Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, you know, there's a purpose for every season, roughly paraphrasing. You know, but this is the time for this kingdom to be over with. You know, the rulership of the Edomites, having the Israelites in captivity, you know, it's almost time for that to be over with. And according to the scriptures, as we're going to read, it's going to tell us what's going to happen before the good comes into effect, before the kingdom of Israel is established in righteousness. Matter of fact, let me get a quick precept how it said, "For the world hasteth fast to pass away." Let me get this. Romans 13 and 11, because, man, the Lord isn't prolonging or stretching this out. You know, the Lord is set on a specific time, and the time is ticking to zero. It's about to be over with, where Yahweh Shai is gonna make his return back, and it could be, man, it could be sooner than we believe, as the scriptures say. So this is Romans chapter 13 verse 11. It says, "And that knowing the time," right now, or Salakia, Romans 13 and 11 again, it says, "And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep." You know, being locked in, being in the know, you know, being, how it says, you know, being activated and in tune with the times that we're in. We can clearly see by the events taking place on the planet Earth and filtering through the scriptures that this is the generation that Yahweh Shai is going to make his return. But let me keep reading. So it says again, "And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep." For what? For what reason? Why is it that time to wake out of sleep? No longer walking in darkness, no longer being outside the know, no longer being stubborn, in a burden, especially to the ministry and to the truth, no longer lingering in the bullshit. So it says, because for now is our salvation nearer than we believe. So there it is. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. Yahweh Shai is about to make his return. According to the scriptures, Yahweh Shai is about to make his return. And like the brothers was mentioning before, Yahweh Shai make his return, evils are going to increase. This world is going to be felt. The Lord is going to make a grand entrance, to gather the elect, But before he physically returns, the scriptures tell us that certain things are going to be taking place. 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, earthquakes, uprisings of the people, all of these things that are taking place right now on a high end. Week after week, it's always something, another earthquake, something going on in this country, rumors of wars and war talk, all of these things. Especially, I got to throw in the MOTB. The MOTB, everything is processing where it's like, okay, we see what time it is. Also, how it says in 2nd Ezra, I believe it's the 16th chapter, around like the 40s or the 30s, later in the 30s and 40s, the verse, it talks about when a woman is in travail, comparing the times that we're in to a woman giving birth, how the labor pains increase to the second, within the second and third hour. That's how it is now. Things are turning up quickly. It's like, second after second, it's always something going on. So just trying to be locked into that mindset, being ready for Yahweh Shai's return, man. Knowing the evils are going to increase, knowing troubles are going to come, knowing there's going to be an hour of temptation to truly try us and test us to see what we're made of, being in the know of that. So again, 2nd Ezra, chapter 4, in verse 26, it says, "Then answered he me and said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel, for the world hasteth fast to pass away." Verse 27, "And cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in time to come. For this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities." And that's the thing. Those that are in the know, putting on as the elect, giving diligence to make their calling and election sure, and just trying to offend less, and and really hoping that the Lord has mercy upon us, man. Hoping that the Lord has mercy upon us, because of our faith in Yahweh Shai. It's a lot of people on this earth that are living an unrighteous life, who really don't believe that Yahweh Shai is who he is. There's a lot of people that don't believe in the testimony of Yahweh Shai. A lot of people don't believe in the scriptures, the correct teaching of the scriptures. And that's unrighteousness. Because it tells us in Romans, the 3rd chapter, what righteousness is without the law. Because we understand that the law isn't going to get you into the kingdom. The law isn't going to get you called up into the heavens and exempt from the judgments that's coming. Because on a daily basis, we are subject to vanity, man. We go off. We offend. We make great offenses on a daily basis, according to the standards of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. But the beauty of it is that we have Yahweh Shai as our mediator. So all of our offenses and all the penalties won't be held upon us, because Yahweh Shai sacrificed himself to take that away from us. But it says again, verse 27, "And cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in time to come." So those that are going to have faith all the way until Yahweh Shai makes his return. The promises that are for them. Those men, those women, those children whom the Lord is going to have mercy on. They can't comprehend it. That's why we look like fools doing what we're doing. We look like idiots doing the same thing, and nothing's going to change. And you're in the same situation because they're looking at the outward appearance, and they're looking at, things from a carnal lens. But spiritually, something is taking place. Faith is getting built up. Hey, brothers and sisters are trimming the fat, spiritually, on trying to work better to do things that are pleasing unto the Lord, rather than just, living it up on this side, or just even giving that much attention to vanity. Like it says in 2nd Esdras, the 14th chapter, it says, how does it say? Get your house in order, pretty much. and primarily the focus is on yourself, on ourselves first and foremost, getting yourself in order, right? Getting ready for this marriage that's about to happen when Yahawashi makes his return to come gather his bride, man. But, and also going into, if you do have a household that you are providing for, and they're pleasing to dwell with, and they're after the same spirit, that you taught them, that the Lord led them to, making sure that's in order also. But the focus is, let me keep reading. So it says again, 2nd Esdras 4:27, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in time to come, because the Lord promised us everlasting life, no more suffering. Man, he promised us spiritual power. It's things that we can't even imagine. Like Apostle Paul said, ear has not heard, nor eye have seen, roughly paraphrasing, like it can't even be comprehended. The promises in the glory that the Lord is about to reveal, first and foremost, upon his elect. The ones that are going to be spared, the ones that are going to be shown mercy, the ones that the Lord chose, that he wants, right? But it says, for this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities, and the wickedness that takes place on this earth. How is it that you're in a place, you're in an age, you're in a time period where wickedness is the right thing to do? Wrong is right, right? And if you do right, according to the scriptures, that's wrong. There's a such thing as a Salakia. There's a such thing as a hate speech whenever you're reading the scriptures. But you can, anyway, I ain't finna go into that rabbit hole. But the present time that we're in is full of unrighteousness and wickedness and deceit and lies and debauchery, adultery, both physically and spiritually. That's why this place is going to get judged. But in primarily saying this place, America, and the people attached to it, even those that aren't in the Americas, even those that are not in the Americas, but they move to that vibration, as it says in Jeremiah, how, Babylon had the golden cup, and all the other nations got drunk from it, right? Which was full of fornication and so on and so forth. They're going to be destroyed too, because they're attached to this spirit, to that wicked ass spirit, man. But let me keep reading verse 29. It says, here's the point. It says, Salakia 28. It says, but as concerning the things whereof thou asked me, I will tell thee, for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. The destruction is not yet come. So pending destruction, just like you make a transaction and you see it pending when you check your shit. Hey, the transactions have been made. All the unrighteous acts, the infirmities, all the wickedness that's been going on, the transaction was made. Now it's pending, and the Lord is going to come and deal. The Lord is going to physically come and deal, man. Like it says in Galatians, you reap what you sow. That's why this place is going to be destroyed, as it just said in the scriptures. Verse 28, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. So it is showing you that destruction is absolutely coming. Destruction is coming. Verse 29, here's the point. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good. So everything in this current time, in this current age, especially being under the captivity of these Edomites, right? This shit has to pass away. And we know, according to scriptures, how it's going to pass away. Evils are going to be increased. The plagues are going to come. This place is going to get visited by the Lord, with a bad time. Niggas are finna be scared. Niggas are finna be shook. All these proud bitches are finna get humbled. This is the Lord we're talking about. The same power that only spared 8 souls. Noah, his wife, his 3 sons and their wives. That's the same power. The same power that dealt with Sodom and Gomorrah in the surrounding cities. Like this is the same God of the Bible that we're talking about to this very day. So it says, okay, I already read 29. Yeah, so just thinking on this scripture, man, the kingdom of Israel can't be established, cannot receive the glory, the new covenant, all the promises until this Edomite rulership, these Edomites get taken out of power and this shit be destroyed. And the Lord is going to pick it apart in a manner that's going to be different from any other captivity or overtaking a nation that has ever been done before, man. Like it tells us in Jeremiah, the 30th chapter, is going to be a time like never before. The time of Jacob's trouble. And showing you, too, the Israelites who join hand in hand with these heathen, they're going to get dealt with. The Lord is not going to pardon their offenses. The Lord is going to deal with them. You join hand in hand with these Edomites. You're in tune with that American culture, or you cool with the wickedness that's going on. You're not sighing and crying for all of the abominations that be done in the midst thereof around us. That's going to be dealt with. So these things have to take place. Esau has to be removed before the kingdom of Israel is established in righteousness. That's why it says in 2 Ezra 6 and 9, real quick, it says, for Esau is the end of the world. The end. So everything that Esau has sown, guess what? He's about to reap it and be taken out of the way. Then it says, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. The nation of Israel is going to be established. Just like whenever the apostles asked Yahushua, now wilt thou restore the kingdom unto Israel again? It wasn't time for that at that moment, but now this is the time. Going back to the scripture that I just read in 2 Ezra, the 4th chapter. This world hasteth fast to pass away. But just laying back and off of that brother's lesson, it was on my spirit, man, because whenever these evils increase, that further lets us know that Yahushua is that sooner to make his return. And we just got to try to stay locked in the spirit. Easier said than done. But that's why there's no might and strength in us. There's no strength in this weak ass sinful flesh. That's why the spirit is what the Lord is looking at. Having faith in the Lord, which is a gift. Being firm in what we believe in. That's a gift. And we just pray that the Lord has mercy upon us, that we're not found to be counterfeit or hypocrites, or doing all of these things in vain, man. But yeah, that was on my spirit. I pray this was edifying to the Lord's elect. Again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Shalom.